Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Today I'm going to teach you how to play Imagine by John Lennon. This is one of those incredible, beautiful, anthem-like songs that was really the biggest hit that John Lennon ever made outside of his affiliation with the Beatles. And it was released in 1971 and has just been one of those songs that is so fabulous. And I feel very dumb that I have not made this tutorial for you yet. But here we are doing it today. Before we dive in, make sure that you go to pianoandvoicewithbrenda.com/imagine to get the free lyrics and chords printable for this song. Then you'll have everything you need. You could print it out real quick and jot any notes in as you need to. So without further ado, let's get into studio mode. So Imagine is in the key of C, and so many things about this song are so very simple and so very elegant that it's not going to take a lot for us to do. So the first thing that we're going to do is get into the intro that ends up being in the verse. And basically we just have the intro, the verse, which is essentially the same material, and then we have the chorus, and there's some options for that. So again, we're in the key of C. So the chords that we're going to be playing in the key of C, because we're in the key of C here, you're going to be starting off by playing C major, and what we're doing is breaking it up so the root is in the left hand, the E and the G in the right hand. And then the next shape we're going to play is the C major 7, so that's the E, the G, the B. And then we're going to the F, so that's F and A. And it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to be going da da da, do da da. So A, B flat, B, while you hold the F down in the right hand. Just like that. Okay, so let's try it. It goes C major triad, C, C, C major 7, and then F. And then the chord you're going to play next is C, the C triad that has this D in it. So we could say that C, add 9 if you want, but we'll just call it C and just know that that melody is in there. So let's try that whole thing together. C major, C major, C major, C major 7, and then F. And then it's the F, F, F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 E, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 E, and that's going to go over and over. So you're going to go, imagine there's no heaven, 2, 3, 4 E, and it's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. And then you stay on the F at the end of the verse before we get into Imagine all, the chorus part. So that's all you have to do for that. And if you're somebody with more limited piano means, then by all means, you can stay here and just do this. That's totally, totally fine. If you want to add on, you are welcome to. And the left hand is actually going to be playing like, it's a disco groove kind of, but it's very slow. You're going to be just pulsing octaves like this. And then when you get to the F chord, you're going to be playing F, C, F, C. So the root to the 5th. So it's going to go. I do that? Just like that. And so what I'm going to do, and you'll see, notice that the keys are changing color. That means that I'm using the damper pedal down below. I'm using the pedal on my keyboard, and this is going to give it a little bit extra sustain. So I always suggest that people start out without the pedal because it kind of keeps you honest to make sure that you're playing everything accurately and it's not like super sloppy. And then what we're going to do now is add it, and it's going to add a little bit of shimmer and a little bit of sustain. So let's give it a go. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Doesn't that sound beautiful? So that is pretty much exactly what John Lennon himself plays, which is very cool. So now we have to get into the imagine they're the people. And so what this looks like is it's F over E, F over D, F over C. And then we're going to play a G. Then we're going to play G7. Right? So all we're doing is we're keeping the same chord in the right hand and we're walking the bass line down. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. So now what we can do is we can do our pop rock ballad like this, right? And you'll see it up here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and G7. See how we did that? One more time. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. Now, if we want to level it up, we can do something called the swaying pop ballad. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the triad and I'm breaking it up. Top 2 notes, bottom note, top 2 notes, bottom note. So it's going to go. And you'll see it up here. See how I did that? I'll do that again. And it sounds a little tense, but it's meant to. And then get to the G. We're sharing all. Now, what does John Lennon play? So he's doing the swaying pop ballad here twice. And then he's going to this shape. And then he's going B, D, C, E, and then landing on the G7. So it's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Just like that. Okay, so let me play that entire section again. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You see how we do that? Now, the next bit goes, and this is the whole song, is the same next 2 bars for 3 times. And then that's the whole song, okay? So we're going F to G to C, just like that. So it's F in root position, G in root position, and then C in second inversion. Then you're going to go. So this is just a little melodic shape over the C. And then you're going to go to the E7. And obviously this should say G sharp, sorry. So it's going to go. Isn't that so beautiful? So it's going to go C, then this shape. And it sounds almost like a hymn or something like that. There's something very churchy about this, which is why it feels so pastoral, why it feels more like an anthem than it does like a regular song. So we're going to go, goes F. You may say I'm a dreamer, right? But I'm not the only one. Repeats again. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. You see how we put that all together there? So we do this thing with we do that 3 times. So we're going to add on to this now, and you guessed it, it's the swaying pop ballad thing again. So top 2 notes, bottom note. See how we do that? And then there's the C. So once you've broken it up, then you're going to go do, 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 do. Then the swaying pop ballad thing, where we're breaking it up. Not the only one. See how we do that? I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Right? Okay. So here's what you can do with your left hand. You can go, you may say I'm a dreamer. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this pop rock ballad, dun, 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 as we did before. And then you're going to play the octaves in your left hand. Just like that. See how we did that? Let me try it again. You may say I'm a dreamer. Just like that. But I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. See how we did that? So those are all 3 parts of the song. The first part, which is the intro and the verse, and then we get into the first line of the chorus and then the rest of the lines of the chorus. So as always, I always recommend that everybody take some time and like live on each spot a little bit and practice it as needed. This is why getting the free printable with all the details in it is helpful, because you can jot everything in sort of as you need to. But let's do a playthrough of the whole song. Let's go for it. Let's just see how the cookie crumbles here. All right, here we go. Let me try that again. So let's give it a go. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, and I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will live as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world will be as one. Isn't that so nice? So we really have those three parts that are just, the sort of intro, the verse, the little first line of the chorus that we kind of call the bridge. And then we go into the chorus, and that's it. It's like, that's all he wrote on this one. So it's really a fantastic piece to learn. It's one of those ones that everybody loves. So if you sit down and play it, not only are you playing like a pretty major piece of piano repertoire, because it really is one of the most iconic piano songs there is around. It's like, I would say up there with Piano Man as far as like being iconic for songs. And, you see there's some little tricks in it, but it's nothing that a little bit of spit and elbow grease won't cover by watching this tutorial and work it through. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. If it was, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below and let me know what other songs you're interested in learning. I'm kind of always tooling away at making these tutorials here. If you want to know more about me, you should definitely check out my website, pianoandvoicewithbrenda.com. There you'll find a ton of amazing resources. You'll find out how you can work with me either one-on-one via Zoom or Google Meet, or I have an incredible online membership called The Versatile Musician. So for all the stuff that I share for free, I have a membership that has full entire courses, like 27 courses, over 1,200 video tutorials. It's pretty amazing. Lots of printables, things about piano, ear training, rhythm. I mean, you name it, music theory, all the things. So for my special YouTube friends like you, if you use coupon code GETSTARTED30, all caps, then you can get $30 off your first month. Give it a try, check it out, join an amazing community of people from all over the world who are finding confidence at the piano using the Versatile Musician. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.